Hey y'all, I'm back at it again. How's it going? I'm running on an errand for work. I'm so happy that I got assigned this errand because I was so ready to go. I was so ready, I couldn't even eat my food. Like a lot of things affect my appetite. So it could be too much chaos going on and I won't finish my food. Like, my digestive system is sensitive. Anyway, moving on. I'm here a little bit today to talk about keeping it real. Like when keeping it real goes wrong. Nah, I'm just talking about keeping it real. Okay, so I remember I used to hang out with this guy, right? And we were very good friends. We were just good friends. But it was a very weird, unhealthy relationship, as most of my relationships tend to be. Anyway, so we hung out all the time, day in, day out. If I drop him off at work, I was at work, and you meet up. Like, if we weren't at work, we were together, right? But we were just friends. We weren't like in a relationship or anything. So this lasted for like almost a year, right? Weird thing. Once again, I have many weird things like that. Okay, and so we ended up falling out about like my car keys. Like, his friend had my car keys or something like that. It was dramatic, and we had to end up meeting him up at a parking lot or something. It was just like, it was weird. Not my friend, but his friend. And so I was upset about it because I was like, that's your friend, you should have done more. Anyway, blah blah blah. We stopped hanging out. We stopped hanging out all the time, but we were still friends, right? So then he goes and he gets a girlfriend or whatever. I knew the girl, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because we were hanging out all the time or whatever. And I liked her. Great girl, very pretty and stuff like that. No problem. So I see them out and about. I'm like, hey, they like, hey, girl, stuff like that. We all cool. You know, me and him had never, like, even, we wasn't smashing. He was just my friend. He was just a good friend. So there really wasn't any type of animosity or whatever. So they move in together. It's great or whatever, and then like he invites me over, and so I come over, and the girl is not there, and I'm like, well, where'd she go? You know what I'm saying? Where the homie? And he like, oh, she's out of town. And this was my first time being over there, and I was like, why didn't you invite me over when she was here so that we can all hang out? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And so he was like, oh, well, I just don't want to. I'm like, you make it look bad. You make it look bad. Like, people make it look bad when there's no bad going on. You know what I'm saying? People make it look like there's something going on when there's nothing going on for no reason because they're not being upfront. So I think a lot of times people think that they're actually like avoiding drama, but in reality they're creating it. You know, I have somebody in my life that does that all the time. They're always trying to like scheme, or like, I don't want to say scheme because it's not always out of malice. Like, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's like, oh, I'm not with you, but I know I want to be with you or whatever, and so I know I'm doing whatever with somebody else. So you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is sometimes you cannot be doing something with someone and they are still behaving like in a very weird manner because in their mind they're having plans to do something. Okay? All right. So I want to say it like this. Like my brother. All right. My brother, we were at like a family picnic or whatever, and there was 3 different women there that he messed with, right? They all knew about each other. They were all okay with each other. They all got along well, and that was just what it was. Okay? Oh, let me park right here. Right here. And that's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? And so he was very upfront about everything that was going on. So everybody that was involved knew exactly what was going on. So if one person decided to trip, or if one person decided, everybody else is like, what are you doing? Like, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We know what's going on. And so, like, sometimes you have dudes that, like, lie, or they'll be like, oh, no, it's all good, like, everything's all good, or, oh, yeah, there was a misunderstanding, but I had the situation handled, or whatever. But then, at the end of the day, it'd be a straight lie. Like, it's not all good. It is drama, or whatever. And them not telling you about it, they think they're protecting you, when in reality, they're putting you in harm's way, you know, because you don't see it coming, you know? You don't see it coming. So anyway, I just feel like I don't want to say like real players, but like, man, my life's motto is like, honesty is key. Like, I understand like white lies and stuff like that, you know, like if it's a cancer patient and, you know, you don't want to be like, dang girl, you look a mess, you know, you don't you don't want to be like that. That's not nice, you know. So like, I do understand like embellishing out of courtesy, or if you're telling like a dramatic story, like, you know, you're being dramatic about it, okay, but like sneaking around and like playing ends against one another, and you know what I'm saying, like creating a false reality to like trick somebody and stuff like that, that's a sign of poor character, I believe, you know. That's a sign of like, it's like poor character. Like, I don't mess with the old dude. I still don't hang out with him anymore. That was just too much. You know what I'm saying? There's just too much going on. Like, if I got a friend, like my best friend or whatever, my best dude friend, he has a wife or whatever, you know, like I talk to her or whatever, I talk to him. Like, there's nothing going on. There never ever will be anything going on. I would never intrude on the institution of marriage. You know what I'm saying? And I think it took her a minute to like realize or whatever. But also I was like, man, I knew him before you knew him. So, you know, if he's talking to you, it means that we wasn't gonna be anything anyway, you know? But I think a lot of people have like insecurities and stuff like that, like insecurities about the other person. Like, some people have insecurities about like themselves. So like me and like my little soulmate or whatever, like we always think that the other person is rejecting the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have acceptance issues. We have issues with acceptance of each other. It's weird, but like that's insecurities. That's insecurities that we have within ourselves or whatever. We have the same insecurities within ourselves, and so when it comes out, we mirror each other a lot, and it's hard to grow in that way. But a lot of times people have insecurities in like the other person, where they don't trust the other person or whatever, and it's like you don't trust it because of your past, or you don't trust it because of things that they have done or whatever. And sometimes you can just be not a trusting person, and the insecurity is within yourself, like, you know, the feeling or need to be accepted and stuff like that. But anyway, I digress. What I'm trying to say is, summertime is coming up. It's getting warm outside. People are already getting shot and stabbed. I would just keep it 100 if I was you guys, everyone. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's something that you don't want to do, if there's something that you're not interested in, like, stand up and be real about what's going on. You know, be like, I don't want to, or whatever, because I'm lazy, or because I'm being selfish. You know, nobody's going to say that. Nobody's going to say that. I mean, some people say it, but like, don't put it off on the other person is what I'm trying to say. Like, don't make excuses. Don't play both ends against like the middle or whatever, you know. Like, I had somebody that was doing that, like trying to play another person against me, and I was like, I'm just gonna go and talk to the other person. I don't have time for you. I don't have time for this or whatever. And if it's like some unauthentic stuff, or you know what I'm saying, like if it's like games and stuff like that, I don't do well with games. I flip out. You know, I'm emotionally immature in a lot of ways. So like, somebody like playing with my reality is difficult for me to handle. So I flip out, but I'm working on it. But anyway, so I just stopped in to say, you know, like, keep it real with the poo nanny, keep it real with the kitty cat, keep it real with the cucumbers and the eggplants. You know, just keep it real. In the long run, I feel like in the long run it'll be better. I've never like had issues from keeping it real with somebody. It is what it is. I've only had issues like about people like lying or being deceitful or being unauthentic or being selfish or something like that. Anyway, thanks for stopping in. Let me get the pizza. Oh my God.